Hi guys, welcome back to another channel on the video, another MCFC preview, where tomorrow night at 5:30 Saturday evening it is the huge game, the Manchester derby at Old Trafford. Manchester United versus Manchester City, my club. And this is a huge game, but here it is, the preview is finally here. I've been so excited and so pumped up to do this video, but it is finally here, and let's get into the video. This is the first Manchester derby since before lockdown, before the virus started. Obviously, the last time we played United was just before the lockdown began, the coronavirus, the pandemic. It was February, so it was 10 months ago now. We lost the game 2-0. So obviously, the main part of that match, the key part, was Ederson making a mistake and Scott McTominay making the most of it. That summed up our season last season, losing that game 2-0 before obviously the break started and the coronavirus. But so we want to make up for that. Revenge, in my opinion, is on the cards tomorrow from that match, because we were awful that day. Absolutely awful. In fact, Manchester United done the double overs last season. They beat us 2-0 at Old Trafford, and they beat us 2-1 at the Etihad Stadium in December, 2 months before that game. We were awful that match as well, so we really need to get revenge tomorrow, in my opinion. We can't let them win again. No way. I'll go into like I normally do, the predicted lineup now, and I'll talk a bit about the match. So I've just gone with a lineup that I think's the strongest team for us right now. That I think he will go with this lineup, but this is my lineup, so I'm going to give it now anyway. This is what I go with, my predicted lineup, and what I think Pep might go with. So in goal, it obviously has to be Ederson, despite Zach Steffen's really good game the other night against Barca. Right back has to be Kyle Walker, no doubt about it, Mr. Reliable. Now, this is the big part. This is the part I was confused on. I have obviously got Ruben Diaz, rightly so, but the next position was a real challenge. It was either going to be Aymeric Laporte or John Stones. Obviously, like I said in my review against Marseille, John Stones has been absolutely phenomenal in the past 5 matches now. I think it's been since he's been in the team. He's been phenomenal. I don't think we've conceded. He's such a different player. He's a really good player now. He's come on leaps and bounds. As I said, Premier League Player of the Month for me, he's been phenomenal. He's just been a different player. What a player. Or it was either Aymeric Laporte for the experience. As much as this was hard to do, I have gone with Laporte because I feel his experience in the big games and his performances in big games in the past is important. So I have put Laporte in just for that experience, and you feel a bit more comfortable with Laporte. And there's just nothing against Stones because he's been brilliant. This was hard to do. I won't be surprised if Stones started tomorrow night. I could be wrong, but I've gone with Laporte just for the experience. John Stones is so lucky to miss out, but as I say, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts tomorrow night. He deserves to start, doesn't he, really, over Laporte right now. But I have gone for Laporte just for that experience and handling Man United's attack of Fernandes, Martial, Rashford, etc. I think Martial's injured tomorrow night, but still, I've gone with Laporte anyway. Time to move on. Left back, I've gone with João Cancelo. Now, you're thinking Mendy's been good lately, but I have a feeling if Mendy did play tomorrow night, he'd get exposed. He wouldn't be able to handle the pace of Man United's attacking threat. So I feel Cancelo, he's been brilliant since he's filled in at left back was this season, is the better option. So I've gone with him. I also thought Mendy was a bit poor against Fulham last week. He didn't play as good as he did against Burnley. The performance levels weren't quite the same, but I'll play João Cancelo for a big game like this. The 2 midfielders in the 4-2-3 formation, 4-2-3-1 formation I've gone with. I have gone with Rodri and Ilkay Gundogan. I've gone with pretty much picks itself. On another day I would have picked Fernandinho, but because of his age and his current injuries, I've had to go with Ilkay Gundogan. But Gundogan's been doing good in the big games, apart from against Spurs. But yeah, I've gone with Gundogan and Rodri. My 3 attacking midfielders. On the right, I've gone with Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, alright, I could have picked Torres, but based on his form, you have to pick Mahrez right now. Hopefully he performs tomorrow night. Central attacking midfielders, probably the easiest choice of the team. It was Kevin De Bruyne, obviously. We know how good he is against in these big games. Left midfielder, Raheem Sterling, I've gone with. Hopefully he gets a goal and steps it up a bit more in the big games. And obviously, lead me on to the striker, I've gone with Gabriel Jesus. As Pep's basically said Aguero won't start tomorrow night, but I do expect him to be on the bench. Obviously, I've picked Jesus because he's the second option striker, but he really needs to start scoring goals, Jesus, as I've said, because time's running out, in my opinion. Because if he doesn't start scoring, we will get another striker in if Aguero goes. We've got the money, so we'll do it. But yeah, Jesus to lead line. That's my team anyway. I think that's a strong enough team to beat United tomorrow, or at least give them a good game. Hopefully get the win. But for me, that's probably our best team on paper right now. I feel Pep will go most of that, if not maybe the whole team. You never know. But we'll see tomorrow night anyway. I'll talk about the game now. This game's huge. As I said, we got beat off them twice last season. We're so close together in the league right now as well. I know they did get knocked out the Champions League in midweek against Leipzig. For me, people have been telling me this will be an easy win for us. I have got a few Man United fans who are friends, and they feel that we're going to thrash them easy. And I don't feel that at all. They've been knocked out the Champions League by Leipzig. They're going to be more fired up for this game tomorrow night. It's a derby, so if one goes out the window anyway. They've been good in the Premier League this season, and there's no way this will be an easy win tomorrow. I'm expecting a tough, close game. It could go anywhere for me. There's no way it'll be a thrashing. As I said, that defeat off Leipzig and then knocking out the Champions League will give them more motivation. With it being a derby too, they're at home. I know there's no fans there, but they're still going to be up for it. It's going to be tough at Old Trafford always, no matter what. But yeah, there's been some good games over the years at Old Trafford between us and Manchester United. Good games in my mind. There was that 4-3 thriller in 2009, which was a bad day for us. We got beat 4-3. Michael Owen scored the win in the last minute. 2005, 2006, Joey Barton, of all players, scored an equaliser right late on and got us a draw, which was a good draw. What other good games have we had at Old Trafford? 2007, 2008, we beat them 2-0. Benjani, that day, was the hero. That was a great win. They won the league that season as well. So yeah, that was a good win. Obviously 2010, 2011, Rooney scored the overhead kick, which was not good for us, but we still qualified for the Champions League that season. 2011, 2012, how can I forget that game? 6-1 we beat them. We were magnificent back in 2011 that day. We tore them to pieces. We absolutely spanked them on their own, thrashed them on their own backyard. But that was my standout game of the Manchester derbies at Old Trafford over the years. That 6-1 were brilliant. 2012, 2013, we beat them when they won the league that season. We've got a few good results against them. 13-14 season, we beat them 3-0 where David Moyes got sacked. So we've had good games over the years. And our last win there was when we beat them, our amazing 17-18 season. We beat them 2-1. We were really good that day. We outplayed them. We should have scored more. The 2018-2019 season, I'm trying to get that in my head. Yeah, we beat them 2-0. We wanted to win the league that season. So yeah, it's a bit 50-50 over the years, but hopefully we get the win tomorrow night. That's the main thing. But there's no way this will be a walk in the park. I believe Manchester United are a great team. I'm not going to criticise them at all. I'm going to keep this fair. I think they're a great team. The title contenders this season still, in my opinion. They're very good on the days, we know. But I do feel we can get at them defensively. That's their weak point for me. Wan-Bissaka, I think, is a really good right back. There's not many better right backs around. The new left back they brought in, Telles, is a good player. But when you look at their centre back partnership with Maguire and who's the other one that play, Lindelof, that's where we can expose them. I think we really need to get at them. De Gea's not the same keeper he used to be. So, but if we get caught in the counter attack with the players they've got, they can kill us. Because obviously our defence is looking a lot better now, and we've got good attacking players. Obviously, I do fear Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba if he plays, who I do think is a good player personally. Rashford if he plays, Martial I said if he plays, Greenwood. They've got a lot of a good Cavani. They've got good attacking players, Donny van der Beek. So we need to be at our best, but they're obviously the main threats I pointed out there. But the lineup I feel that I picked will be good enough to win tomorrow night. Jesus leading the line, as I said. Hopefully he gets a much needed goal because the goals have dried up for him lately. He couldn't score against Fulham and Burnley, in my opinion, which was very disappointing. So he's going to be up for a tough challenge tomorrow night. Raheem Sterling, I think another player who needs to step it up a bit more in the big games. Mahrez hopefully keeps up the good form. De Bruyne, as we know, is always good in the big games. I think he'll be up for it tomorrow. He got rested in midweek as well, so he'll be ready. I expect the whole team to be ready. If you're not ready for these type of games, then leave the club. These are the type of games tomorrow night you fight for that badge on the shirt. This means everything to Manchester City fans, including myself. The derby is a massive game, the Manchester derby. I feel like if we lose, I don't want to leave my room for a week because I hate it. I hate losing to them. So if no player's going to ready to put in a good performance tomorrow night, whoever gets picked, then they need to leave the club because this game means everything. That's the way I see it, you know. But I feel the team I pick's good enough to win. Gundogan and Rodri are solid in that midfield and the centre of that midfield. Defence is looking better now, I say, but we're going to get tested tomorrow night. I'm not going to judge us after beating Fulham and Burnley to take the games tomorrow night. I judge us on my prediction for the game. This was tough. I've gone for a tight 2-1 win to us, but it could be wrong. I was kind of cross between a 1-1 draw and a 2-1 win, but I'm going to be obviously positive and optimistic. I've gone for a 2-1 win. Goal scorers, I'm going to go for Riyad Mahrez to score, which has probably surprised you guys, and I'm going to go for Kevin De Bruyne to score. For Manchester United, I think Fernandes will score, but that's my prediction, and of course, please leave your predictions in the comments below. I'll be interested to see. I'm expecting close predictions. But yeah, should be a great game tomorrow night. Hope we get the win. Obviously kicking off 5:30, a tea time kick-off, which is good. At Old Trafford with no fans, unfortunately, which is the downside. They've been good. There've been a full house there, but obviously that can't happen because of what's going on. But yeah, all I have to say is, up the fucking Blues, come on City. This game's huge. We need to win. To be this for the sake of the title race, we need to win. We're still going to be in the title race, but this game's massive. It's a derby. Form goes out the window for both teams. Whoever wants it more will win. Whoever turns up on the day. Manchester United will have that extra motivation from European heartache. We'll have motivation from our recent good form that we're on, and we're looking better defensively. But to leave John Stones out the team, our prediction lineup was tough. As I said, I would not be surprised if he did start because he deserves it. But up the fucking Blues. Come on City, let's fucking do this tomorrow night. Come on lads, come on. Up the fucking Blues, beat them cunts. Come on City, come on lads, up the fucking Blues. Take care, enjoy the game. I'll see yous later. Come on City, up the fucking Blues. Come on lads, see yous later.